welcome to my channel. My name is Tom and I sell stuff online for a profit. I do it part-time. I don't take a part-time salary just yet. I started in January, reselling on eBay, the end of January actually. So yeah, 2 months, 2 weeks, something like that, maybe just under. And I'm sort of recording my progress. I used to sell actually clothing, vintage clothing, well, clothing as a whole, really, a few years ago, but something happened in my life which meant I had to kind of give up that business model and stop reselling. Yeah, so you know, it is what it is. So I said each month I will do an income statement. So we are a bit late this month due to being really busy. Yeah, it's just been hectic, and it's the school holidays now, so we're going to be busy for the rest of the week. So we are doing March now. Sales were affected in March. I don't know if you've seen my last video when I had that product recall. I didn't have any sales for 10 days. Even after phoning eBay and asking what was going on and them assuring me that my account was fine, I still didn't get any sales. And it was the next day after speaking to them that they flagged an issue up with this this recalled item, the Build-A-Bear. Excuse me. So I ended that listing. They took it off the store anyway, but I went in and physically ended it, which is something I didn't know I had to do. But as soon as I've done that, sales picked up, and we've had some great sales. I don't know if you've been watching my channel, but on my previous video I might have shown a pickup. In fact, no, I think I showed it on the Discord, not on YouTube. But anyway, I picked up these laser Destiny laser tag guns. I paid £2 each. There were 6 guns there, and they sold yesterday for £98. So that's my best sell in April. And then I went out and found another 4. I don't know if I sort of underpriced it, really. I might have underpriced them, but yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with that. We've got some great stuff going up in the shop floor, so make sure that you subscribe to my channel to see what's going on. Today is a sales report. I will try not to waffle too much. Excuse me, let me just blow my nose a sec. Sorry about that. I was literally speaking through my nose. Oh, the kettle's boiling as well. Let's just wait for that to boil, and I'll make myself a coffee, and then we'll get into it. While it's boiling, I'll just quickly say, what was I saying? Yeah, sales have been really good. So if eBay is something that you're interested in, a little side hustle, or you want to see my progression, then, you know, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, it'd be good, and hit that like button. But we're going to be doing content on pickups and sales and yeah, just sort of general eBay stuff. But each month I will be doing a statement up until the end of the year in January. So we'll see how we're doing. I'm not expecting to make much money in the first year of business, but if we do make some along the way, great. But to establish a store by the end of the year and start bringing in some revenue would be awesome as well. So yeah, let me just make this coffee because it's going to get a lot louder by the time that boils, and we'll get to the income statement. Right, coffee in hand. So yes, income statement. Now April, it's April 7th I think today. Sales so far in April have been really good. I had that £98 sale, which has been awesome. I had a couple of errors as well. We sold a alarm clock at 45p profit and a shirt at a £2 loss. So, you know, I paid too much for that shirt, like £8. But so far in April we're doing all right. And so far for the year, actually, we're not doing too shabby. So let's go and have a look at the store. Come on. Okay, so this is the income statement here from March 1st to the 31st of March. It's echoing through my guitar. So we had a total revenue of £734.50 throughout the month. And that's a big increase from the month before, which was a lot less than that. So I think on eBay it says I've had like a 90% increase. But if you want to have a look at what I made last month, it will be in this playlist. Sorry, for February, it will be in the playlist. So you can go back and have a look at that. So yeah, we have increased in revenue, which is great. There's also a plumbing job on there for £144. That's another skill I have, is I was a self-employed plumber before I was a chef. I was doing that from the sort of age of 16, really. I give it up because the work-life balance, you know, people don't see what you do behind the scenes as a plumber. The time you don't get with your family and the hours you have to put in. But it is another skill I have. And I had a little plumbing job that come in. It was £44 for parts and I charged £100 for the labour. They're an hour or so. and I put that into the business to increase the revenue so I could buy more stock. And if you're starting out on eBay, like, there's nothing wrong with doing that. If you have any other skills that you can do to bring in additional income that you can invest in your business, then you should do that, or sell things around the house. Like for me, I don't have family locally or anything like that, so I can't go and ask family or friends really for stuff that they might not want that I can buy or get given to sell. But maybe you could do that. So yeah, so I done that, and I thought, you know what, that money I'll just reinvest back into my business, and I got £100 on that. So my gross eBay sales was actually £590 and 50 pence, and that little plumber job was 144, but the 44 was on parts, and it is all declared, but it's put it through as inventory. So the total revenue is £734 and 50 pence. Expenses was £610.22. So on new inventory, I spent £349 and 15 pence, which is great, really, that I've been able to reinvest in stock, better stock as well. I definitely have been buying better since the month before, which is great. Not as many bad buys, which I can make another video about. But that's all stuff that's going to go into my store. I've got probably now 28 items, I think, in total to list. So, you know, that's one a day there, isn't it? I do 2 a day minimum, but that's 1 a day for a month. So it's great to reinvest that back into the business as well. So my marketplace fees, this is like all my final value fees, my ad fees, and all that jazz. And that came to £125 and a penny, which was great, really. It's not as much as I thought it would be for the amount I sold, so I'm happy with that. And £120 and 60 pence is what I spent on shipping. I am getting better at kind of calculating shipping costs, well, postage costs, which is great. Additional expenses was £8.36. That's because if you look here, the insertion fees was £28 and 8 pence, and it's like £31.50 a month for a shop. So I decided at that time, with the whole product recall, you can see in my last video, to upgrade to a store, which has been fantastic. It's opened me up to other additional perks as well, like running sales, coupons, and using Terapeak and product research and all that. It is good to have the store, but I wanted to wait until my insertion fees cost roughly the same amount as what a basic store would, and I was there, so that's when I decided to do it. I had to pay an extra £8.36 for the rest of March when I turned over to the store, so that came out as well. So that came through as additional expenses, and supplies as well come to £7.10. So additional expenses came to £15 and 46 pence, which gives us a total net income of £124 and 28 pence, which actually, that is like all mine in my pocket after everything, including reinvestment in inventory for that month. So I'm actually happy I made a profit that month. Now, if, like I said before, if I break even this year, that'd be great, but the fact that I'm in profit is fantastic. And you might think that's not much, but I've reinvested back in. I've not put any of my normal work salary into this business, and I've reinvested back in. Even with that extra £100 that I got to reinvest into this business, I'll still be up £24, which is fantastic, like, if you think about it, because of the amount of inventory I've got and what's in my store. Like, I think last month we were, what, minus 35 or something like that. You can catch that video on the other one. So let's have a look at the overall. So I'm going to do year to date. Now, this will include the first week of April, unless I do a custom and take that out. Let's do a custom, actually, from custom start date. We'll do when I started in January to the end of February, the end of March 31st, just so we don't have April in the midst of that. There we go. So the total revenue from the 1st of January to the 31st of March. So I had £1,654.74 in sales, which is fantastic. Additional revenue, which is credits from eBay, was £42 and 63 pence. That, remember I said before in my other video, couldn't figure out what that was. But yeah, we figured that out. It was a refund, wasn't it? It was I think it was a case that was opened up for something, and yeah, and I had the money reimbursed from eBay, so that was £42.63. So the total gross sales actually on eBay that month was that so far is £1,612.11, but then we had that £42.63 added on. Total expenses is £1,238.08, and that is £582.91 reinvested back into the business. On inventory, £276.37 on my marketplace fees, £249.70 on my total postage costs, and £129.10 on additional expenses. This includes upgrading to a store and buying new racking, plus package materials and other things that I've bought along the way, which gives us a grand total of net income in my pocket so far, £416.66. And that's from the 1st of January to the 31st of March. That doesn't include April, which we're on now. It's the 6th, not the 8th. And this week's been good. And this month, I think, is going to be a good month, although there is going to be a holiday coming up where I'm going to Scotland to see my dad, so that'll be interesting. Well, I'm here actually on the laptop. Let's have a quick look at last month, as in February. Custom, let's have a quick look at February. So we'll do February 1st to the February 28th. It's a shorter month as well, wasn't it? Select. Yeah, so February actually we were minus £45.17, and my net sales on eBay was £380.90. So there's been a massive increase in March. You know, pretty much nearly double in sales in the space of a month, which is fantastic. I mean, if that doubles again in April to 1,400, which would be amazing, and I spend the same amount roughly on inventory, then we could be looking at a great April, a great month of sales and a higher net profit. So that's really exciting stuff. So if you have any questions anyway, or there anything you're not sure of, maybe you want to know what software I'm using, I can point you in the right direction for that, then please don't hesitate to drop me a comment. Hopefully all that made sense to you. We will be doing another video soon. If I do decide to go to Scotland, I will be going into holiday mode, which will reduce my sales. But hey, I could probably hit a few charity shops in Scotland, and I could take you around and show you a little bit of Scotland when I'm up there seeing my dad. So that'd be cool. So thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.